Welcome to the July 2018 edition of the Columbus Square Dance Center's News Roundup. I'm your host, Ray Owens. I'm the guy who's responsible for the ColumbusSquareDance.com website. I'm probably also the guy that breaks down most of your squares too, so if you find me on the floor, maybe you might want to find another square somewhere. I'm planning on making these videos a monthly feature of the website. You would not believe the technical stuff I had to get together and pull together to pull this off. And I found out more about green screens than any human being really ought to know. But I hope to be able to provide a quick and easy highlight reel of recent past events, along with news of upcoming events, and sprinkled with my probably slightly warped and skewed perspectives and observations. So, let's get started. The 2018 National Square Dance Convention is in the history books. The 67th convention was held in Kansas City, Missouri in June 2018. Boy, talk about hot. There wasn't a single day where the high temperature wasn't over 100 degrees. Now I'm going to rattle off a whole bunch of numbers to you. There were 3,169 registered dancers at the event. According to the National Square Dance Convention's website, that was the lowest number ever recorded for a national conventions, and that's going all the way back to 1952. It was about 500 attendees less than the Cincinnati event in 2017, which was the lowest attended convention with only 3,627 visitors. The last time the number passed 5,000 was in 2012 in Spokane, when they had 5,545 attendees. Now, the biggest convention ever held was in Anaheim, California in 1976. Believe it or not, 39,796 people attended. In fact, Anaheim holds 2 of the top 5 spots. The 1988 convention in Anaheim had nearly 27,000 attendees. But since the 21st century rolled around, only Anaheim in 2001, which had 13,000 visitors then, and Baltimore in 2000, with another 10,059, have cracked the 10,000 attendee number. The average number of attendees in the 21st century has been only about 6,300 attendees. Now contrast that with the same number of years from 1981 to 1999, where there was an average of 19,691 dancers. That's a loss of nearly 70%. Next year's convention is going to be in Atlanta, and Atlanta's never hosted the Nationals before. It's going to be interesting to see how the numbers shake out. There's a link below to the NSDC site where you can see the numbers yourself. In early July, Maple Leaf Squares in Granville had Tony Oxidine call a dancer appreciation dance. Maple Leaf and Tony really put on a good show. I know at one point there was at least 12 squares on the floor. In early June, Westerville Promenaders had their 60th anniversary dance. Admission for the night was the same as it was in 1958 when the club was founded. $1 per head. They got the mayor of Westerville to drop by and pay the dancers a visit. Also, the Central Ohio Corporation of Dance Clubs, the president, Pat Jones, handed a check over to the Ohio Concern for Police Survivors for $500 from clothing sales throughout the past year. From the Ohio Concerns of Police Survivors website, it says, Ohio Concerns of Police Survivors provides resources to assist in the rebuilding of the lives of surviving families and affected co-workers of law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty. We represent survivors of Ohio officers and the families of officers from across the country who call Ohio home. You can see a link to their site also below too. Homer Magnet was the caller that night. Linda Warren was cueing. I'm pretty sure there was at least 10 squares on the floor for most of the night. You can see videos and pictures from the 2 events I just mentioned by clicking on the links below. Now for some special events coming up. By the time most of you see this video, this event will already have passed, but Ed and Faye Laudenschlager will be celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary. Ed and Gary Kincaid are also celebrating their 40th anniversary of calling. So on Sunday, July 15th, Friendly Ties is hosting the dual 40th anniversary celebration. Me personally, I kept trying to get them to go all out somewhere on US 40 to celebrate, but, nobody ever listens to me. On Saturday, July 14th, down at the Michael Solomon Pavilion in Dayton, there's going to be a Dance for the Cure. It goes on all day long. Round dancing starts at 10 o'clock, with advanced dancing going from noon to 2, then mainstream from 2 to 5, and then again from 7 to 10. Admission is $25 per head if you want to stay there all day long, or $10 per person per dance segment if you don't want to do, all the segments. Featured callers are Jason Raleigh, Travis Cook, Pam Courts, Tony Kincaid, and Amanda Skidmore. Cures include Elaine Withrow, Linda Bishop, Chuck Berry, and Dave Blaskus. Now, I'm a Jason Raleigh and Travis Cook groupie, so I'm going to be there. On while I'm thinking about it, though as of the time of this video, I've not heard that anything official has been announced. When I was at the national conventions in Missouri, Dave Blaskus won one of the scholarships available for new callers and cuers. I heard him announce it. So congratulations, Dave. I hope the committee gets off their butt soon and contacts you about it. The Michigan State Convention is coming up starting on Thursday, August 16th. It's going to be in Lansing, which is about 250 miles from Columbus. I'll probably be there toting all my cameras and generally making a nuisance of myself like I do. Then, over Labor Day weekend, the 48th National Singles Dance-A-Rama will be held in Indianapolis, starting Thursday, August 30th, and running through Saturday night, September 1st. There's going to be a whole slew of great callers and cuers at the event, and I'll be there too. Don't forget, you can see all of the Central Ohio dances and special events by going out to our calendar on the site. There's a link below for it. I strongly encourage you to watch the tutorial on how to get the most out of the calendar. Especially interesting are the ways that you can be notified anytime there's a change to events and dances that you're interested in. Now, a little bit of editorializing, if I may be permitted. Well, of course I'm permitted. It's my video, for crying out loud. There's something that the National Convention, the Dance for the Cure, the Michigan Convention, the just passed Ohio State Convention, and the National Singles Dance-A-Rama all have in common. You can't register online for any of those dances. Really? Really? It's the 21st century. You remember when I was talking a little bit ago about how the National Convention has dropped nearly 70% participation in just 2 decades? Well, part of the problem is that we're losing touch with younger people. We're settling on doing things a certain way because we've always done it that way, and we've always done it that way before. Well, here's a whole card fact, y'all. Many people do nearly everything online. I cited an example that I can take my phone, I can buy a couch, and have it delivered to my doorstep within 2 hours. Are we really going to tell the generation of people that can do that they have to print out a form, fill it out by hand, and mail it to register for an event? It's a perception problem, y'all. Part of square dancing's perception problem is that people think old-timey, fiddle-twanging barn dance when they hear the term. We need to modernize our websites. We need to allow for online registrations and start doing a lot of routine activities online. Put those computers to work. Because the dancers that we need for our art to survive will demand that. They live that way. We simply have no choice in the matter. All right, enough of the editorializing, at least for this month. Well, that's going to wrap it up with the Columbus Square Dance Center's news roundup for July 2018. I'll be back next month with another full report. Let me leave you with the top 10 pictures from last month, and I'll see you in August.